to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terralina from BizChicks, and I'm here with our host of the day, and that is Miss Caren Fern, all the way from Toronto, Canada. Your coach in the house, and we're excited. We always like to tap into this wisdom that you have, Coach Caren, to help us build our businesses and also improve our lifestyle. So today I'm going to ask you, what are we talking about? You've been messing with our minds for a couple of weeks now. So so what's it going to be today?
It's always great to be here. And thank you, Terry. Today we're talking about why, we're going to not let fear. Fear causes your business to tank at different times. And just whatever you're going through, because business is personal, even when you don't want it to be. And we've been talking to Terry for the last 2 weeks about working through the process of self. And we covered, the reason we talk about pricing. We talk a little bit about understanding costs. Today, we're talking about the fear and what it does to us that spills over in our business. So we're going through the gamut.
All right. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Today we're talking about fear.
Mm-hmm.
Will I be scared?
You don't have to be scared because there's always things to work through. It's good when we know it so we can talk about it and work through it. Like, so we are aware of what's going on, and a lot of realization happened to each and every one of us over time. I'm here and sometimes I get some big awakening in a day and I'm like, wow, wow, I just write about it and get it out of my system. So we're going to cover a couple of things. And here's why. Your movements are slow and jerky. That's when you know that fear is kind of eating you up. So that's what we're going to talk about. Things to look out for, really. The move you truly need to make will disappoint many people. And so you just won't do it.
You need to say that again. Oh my God.
The move you need to make will disappoint a whole bunch of people, and you might want to do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to disappoint them in some shape or form. And you have to let go of perfection to achieve progress. You got to. And it is one of the most difficult things. Even if you're not a person who like things do perfectly, you'll find some areas where that is snagging and holding you back in place. And lots of us business people, we like perfection. We want things to be like crisp and look wonderful and look great. And, the first couple of times it just isn't. It's messy. And we sometimes get stuck in Fairland in that messy state. But mess, and as I talk last week about confusion or the week before, those are places where we go in and really get to do things. But we have to understand that's just part of the parcel. We really need to hear this. It is part of the parcel. You got to figure out how you're going to deal with it as a person, because lots of time too, we never know how we're going to deal with something. So I always encourage, name it. If you don't understand what it is, go look for the meaning of the word that you've given it. And then, tear it apart and see how you're feeling each of those. And please go and examine it well and work through it. Because when you do, even if it takes you a week or two, you're going to feel better at the end. You're going to feel better along the process, maybe not in the beginning, but somewhere in the middle. And then you start understanding yourself and you have that tack up and you said, well, when this appear again, I know why, I know how I can handle it, I know what to do. And that's why it's important to do those things. That's why we talk a lot about journaling. I love journaling. I enjoy it. Sometimes it's just a couple of sentences. Sometimes a full-on page. Some days it's a page and a half, and sometimes it's just a line. It depends on what's happening in my mind, what's going through, what I'm working through, and that's where I go dump it all out. So, as I said before, number one is here's why. Your moments are slow and jerky. You want to do something. You ever want to do something, Terry, and you notice that you're going slow, and you're like, but I could do it quick. I know what to do, but then I'm not doing it, or I'm doing very slowly.
Yes. Well, why am I not doing it at all? Yes.
Yeah. You're like,
why
I'm procrastinating.
Taking me days to just do it.
Yeah. And that's some kind of fear that you're working through, either the outcome or how hard a thing might be, or nobody might buy from you, or you might be insulted. It's something that's happening to you that is just so jarring to your being and who you are as a person that
Mm-hmm.
you don't think you can get past it. It's not true, but you don't think you can get past it. A guy was talking about learning sales, and he said he was selling like crazy, but not really selling, like calling the numbers, cold calling, warm calling. And he was getting so annoyed because, people were rude to him and what have you. And so he went to the supervisor, and the supervisor said, well, what do you expect? They don't know you. Of course they're rude to you. You can call them back and apologize to everybody and say, listen, I know you might have been having a hard day, and I'm sorry to disrupt you, but this is part of my job, and I'm just asking you to bear with me, but I apologize. And he said he went back the list. It took him about 3 or 4 days to get back to that first list. And he said he called up, not everybody, but he said so many people were like, thank you for calling back and apologizing. I really was having a bad day. Look, I'm not ready for you now, but call me in 2 weeks. He said quite a few people said, call me in 2 weeks, call me in 2 days. And
Okay.
he didn't get the sale right away, but he developed a relationship with those that was accepting of his apologies. And even the ones who say, I don't care, he says, I still want you to know I apologize for interrupting your day. So he said that became his thing. Like he'll call, he says, sorry to interrupt your day. No matter what you're going through today, I don't want to add to it, but I just want to call and tell you about this beautiful company and what it does for you. If you're not interested, great. But if you are, we can talk. And he said, slowly but surely, instead of, he's being able to build relationships and bring in sales and become the top salesperson. So it's wherever you feel that you're jarring, that's happening to you. If he was the give up kind, he said he was, but because he needed money and he had no other alternative, he's saying that's why I did it. And sometimes we have to be braced like that. But when you see these things are happening, you can pause to find out what is happening with your being, because whatever's happening with you, also when you call, is going to happen with the person who's receiving the call. When you're talking to people, whatever's going on with you, they don't even know it.
Yeah.
But they react to it.
Because they can feel it. They can hear it in our voices.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they say you should have a mirror on your
Yes.
desk so that you can remind yourself to smile.
Yes.
Because you can feel a smile
Yes.
in your
Yes.
voice.
Yes. It's so true. People say no. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, on my license, my passport picture, you can't smile. That's what I tell you. You got to be serious.
Isn't that something?
My grandma had encouraged me when I was very young that I should smile from inside always. So I will take out pictures and you will see my my license number is like, who did this? Like the government. But I smile from within and I practice it while I'm in the line until I get up to the booth. And even the girl that took my picture, she said to me, how come I can't do this? My picture is awful. And she showed me hers right away. I said, you got to smile from inside. That's the trick to it. And you got to genuinely find something to be happy about and smile from within. And so the picture, although it's no smile on your face, people see a sense of smile in you. And that's the best way to explain it. So that's the trick to it, guys. If you're taking out any government picture, smile from inside. Make sure it's a deep, really not a frown or anything, this deep smile from inside. And it comes out in the photograph, I promise you. So number one is when you're feeling slow and jerky, you really need to understand, that you're going through some form of fear and you need to find out what is that and work through it because it's going to help you in so many areas. The other part is the move you truly need to make is going to disappoint many people. You need to get a list of the people that you don't want to disappoint. And then you need to understand you're going to disappoint them to some capacity. This is a fact. If you've always worked and you decide to open a business, you're going to disappoint people because they expect you to be a worker. The change is going to annoy them, either because they have always wanted to do it, but they weren't brave enough to do it. They've done it before and they themselves have failed. They've watched other people fail and they're putting you in that category. And believe it or not, they want good for you only if it keeps you where they can see you in a sight line. When the sight line removes itself, whether they understand or not, your close friendship diminishes, and it didn't matter who it is. It is hard. So your job is to sit with the people. That's why you're making this list. It's to sit with the people, to let them know that they're gonna be uncomfortable with where you're going.
Oh, wow.
And as much as you might like it, you understand that they might drop off of the radar, maybe temporarily or maybe forever. And it's gonna pain you. But you can't let that stop you or stand in your way. And you're not being harsh. You got to say these things to people. Now, the key is you have to live into what you say to them, though. Because if you don't, they're going to still keep you in sightline, subconsciously and consciously. And here's what sightlines look like. If you were a party girl, they're going to call you out to party when you probably need to be working on tweaking your website or fixing up social media or writing a program or figuring out some things in your business, whatever that looks like. If you're a maker, you're probably at a machine, or you're peeling something if you're cooking or baking, whatever you're doing. These are things that's going to make them feel. I have people say, girl, you're boring already, because a friend of mine said, I can't believe you're so boring. You're cleaning your kitchen. I was cleaning my cupboards and she wanted to go somewhere. I said, I can't go. I'm doing my cupboard. She says, I mean, that can be done anytime. And I let her know it's on my schedule. I'm getting it done. Now we could do it another time. She told me I would let her know when I'm available. She was annoyed, but I was okay with myself because I had plans of what I was doing. I wasn't going to move my goalposts. So those are the sort of things. Imagine you're working a 9 to 5. And you coming in and you give yourself 2 hours each night to work, maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. And somebody needs something. They don't really need it from you, but they want it from you because they're used to having it from you and you in their sight line of getting it. And so they're annoyed with you because you are not available. And why are you working yourself to death? The kids is not going to care anyway. What are you doing this for? All these nonsense. People have told me, I have heard myself, it is crazy. Or let's say you are in business and your days are your business, but you're developing a new product. And that product, you decide, I'm going to do it in after work because I want to focus an hour or 2 into it. Aren't you doing great already? Isn't your business like, what do you want to be, a multimillionaire? Like, come on, you can't use up all the money in your lifetime. Like, why you can't just come hang? People will say these things to you jokingly, but you got to be paying attention. Because jokes turn into reality. And you gotta watch.
Words matter.
It does matter. So you want to call people up. You want to tell them, people who you go out with. If you go to the movies, you just go hang. You tell them, I'm not going to be available between so. It's not like I'm not going to be available, but I'm not going to be available in this time. Or some friendships. A friend of mine was talking about it in our friend group. Like some people, like if they don't talk to you regularly, when you reach out, they're like, why are you calling me? Like, you don't talk to me anymore. She's like, no, well, I was going through X, Y, and Z. She didn't want to say everything, but the person had an attitude with her. I'm like, let the person go. Like, don't do that to yourself. We're big people. Don't do that to yourself.
Wow.
People do this to you and it will affect you. Let me get to that other point, because we're talking about self, and let's not lie, it's going to affect you. It affects me when I lose friendship. I'm sad when the people that I used to hang with, I don't hang anymore with. But mind you, they're going ahead doing what they're doing. But theirs are looking great because they got a job and they come home and they have the time. It feels like that to us who don't have the time. It don't have to be true, but it still feel like that to us. So you have to develop this understanding that I am going to be sad. I'm going to be happy. I can lose some of the best people that I ever thought I had. But if people fall away, it's because their time is up, or their immediate time with you is up. That doesn't mean they can't come back around. But this round of friendship, time is up. And when they come back, they'll get the new you if they want to. And you don't have to force the new you on them. They'll just either appreciate or walk away.
Coach Caren, I know you're saying these things, but I just want people to really think about this. This is so true. I'm watching some people go through it right now. They're building a business and their friends want them to hang out. Their girlfriends are calling, let's go do something with the kids, things, all kinds of distractions. Their people in their life are acting up.
Yes. Yes.
And and so that all those things are operating in the back of their mind.
Mhm.
There's, I call it mind clutter.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I really appreciate the statements that you're making, because
Thank
it
you.
it reaffirms the things that we've been
Yeah.
talking about.
Right. And it makes you feel bad inside. And over time, if you don't take care of that bad feeling and all that stuff that's coming up, what it does is eat away at you slowly, and your business suffers. You start breaking down your immune system from worry, and you don't know why you're worried. And if I ask you, you say to me, but kind of don't worry, coach, I don't worry about anything. But because you're not going to think that worrying about losing a friendship is something to bring to me. You'll say, well, I lost a friend. I'm sad. But what is it doing to you? Are you having days where you wish you could have hang with her? Are you having days where you feel like you're missing out on the movie that you guys say you were going to see? Are you feeling like she didn't call you because you heard it through the grapevine to tell you about something that happened to her and she didn't let you know? You're like, but she didn't call and ask for my support. And you don't realize that God is allowing you not to have to deal with that so you can do the thing that you set out and you ask him to help you do.
There you go.
But you're like, why not me? Because she's always confided in me. But ask yourself this question. If you ever feel that, what did it take from me when she confided in me? What did I stop doing? What time did I give to it? Did I
Mm,
honestly get it back and do what I was doing? Or did I spend more time trying to figure out an answer for her to get back to her with? Did I try to make her feel comfortable? Did I try
mhm,
to comfort her? And nothing is wrong with none of this that I'm telling you. But what I'm saying, you got to be mindful if it grows and turn into this big mountain that you have been so involved that you're not climbing your own mountain. You're not getting to the
mm,
place you asked to be at. We sit and we talk to God about all kind of thing, whether you like it or not. And then you wonder why it's not happening. Because he gave us these little things. I wrote a book called Little Dribbles, and it talks about the little things that he gives us and turn into bigger things. That's because you are being entrusted with a little and you have make do with it and make it work. So the bigger ones are coming, because promise you, if you make a bunch of money, you didn't have any experience, you're going to blow it like crazy. I told a client of mine that's coming on board shortly, I told him, I said, I know you're worried. We had this conversation about loans and monies, and this was really a big money, heavy conversation we had. And I said, I am so happy that you went through this, and this. And he's like, what? I didn't expect that from you. I said, I'm so thankful, because the preparedness I want you to do is go away, and I want you to have all of that ready for when we talk again, because we're going to dissect it. We're going to go in there. We're going to shatter all those beliefs you have, and we're going to see why this was such important lessons for where you're going.
wow.
That's what it's for. But where he's going to do great things once he understood that that was important to learn. When somebody borrow a loan and they come to me and like, I can't wait to finish paying off that loan, I'm like, good. And they're like, and then I said, there's no and then. If you could afford to pay a loan for $500, I want you to take that $500 and we're going to do something with that 500. You're going to
All
behave as though the loan is still being paid. This is the only way your brain understands to do something with money. So we're going to be at that same 500. You're not spending it. It's not no extra money. This is what's going on with that 500, because you're not going to be broke again, because this is what we're doing with the 500 every single month, just as though you pay. If you were paying for a car, I want you to save that 500 for the next car, because the car is coming back. The car is going to break down. We're going to have preparedness we're going to have maintenance money, and we're going to have money saving for the new car, because at some point you're going to need a new car. You're going to replace the car. We're saving for replacement of the car, and we're saving for maintenance. So when maintenance happens and you pull out your credit card and you pay for something with the engine, you're not crying, oh my God, I spent $2,000 or whatever. No, you can evaluate. Is the car worth spending $2,000 on? Number one. And two, I've got the money. So when before or when the credit card bill come, I can go pay, because I've been planning and having, this is not a if it's going to happen. Car need maintenance. This percentage is towards maintenance, so I can pay for it, and I'm not worried about it. So I'm taking some worry off of my shoulders. I'm not carrying this burden. Oh my God, I got a car. It takes so much money from me. No, you know what you're paying on maintenance,
and that's so true. We do. Some people have $700 a month car notes.
Mhm.
That's a mortgage.
That's crazy. But yes, I know when I come to college, my car loan was like 4 something, and I was crying and whining because
You know what I'm
and I
saying?
had a good job, but it was hard, hard to do. But I learned
And
my
you
lesson,
hadn't
right?
even bought insurance yet.
Yes, insurance wasn't there, so it was about 8 something by the time because it was a new driver.
And a
Young,
new
once
car.
you're young, a new
And yeah,
driver, it costs you a
new
lot.
driver, new car, all of that.
Costs
So
you a lot.
anyway.
And so number 3 is you'll have to let go of perfection to achieve progress. You got to know when you start any, and I'm going to give you a couple of them, but when you start any program of anything, 2 to 3 times you're going to mess it up. You're going to
Mm.
mess it up royally. You're going to have some problems. You're going to have some problems because no matter how you know what you're doing, because you're doing this stuff intentionally now, you're going to have
Mhm.
the nervous system is not going to like it because it likes when we're just there protecting us, right? So your nervous system is not going to like it. So it's going to make you mess up. You're going to feel like this thing is on purpose. Okay. So I can sew. And I started making these coin purses because I needed to feel something and be tactile again, right? And it's not because I can't sew, not because I can't sew. I made these little wristlets. You put your hands in here. I made my little beads to goes along with the key ring and the whole 9 yards. Pretty and nice. Okay. Here's the key. When I did it, I was doubting myself because a little bit because it was a new design that I had created. So I had to do test pilots. And I was getting annoyed. I'm like, Caren, you can sew, you used to teach. What is wrong with you? I'm like, well, because I had to answer me because it's a new product. And I need to give myself time to get it right. And that's okay. Like you got to walk you through this. If you're learning, if you bake cakes all the time and you decide to do cakes as a business, it's a different ball game because ingredients you're counting now. You're watching the time on how long the cake take to bake, the packaging that you're putting the cakes in, customer pickup time, all that stuff you're thinking about. So it kind of messes with you. You need to sit down. And guys, if you didn't know that you want to bake cake, do anything in the kitchen, let me get a little tip here. You're baking a cake, you got to set aside office time. You have to understand the actual making and the buying time. So you're thinking about all that stuff in terms of how you're going to charge for the cake. Now, when you bake the first couple of cakes, no matter what price point you have, it is great, but it's going to take you longer and you're going to feel like you're not being paid well. That's okay. Because once you get into the rhythm of it, and you should be able to cut the time down. So now it's paying you what you expect to be paid. And that going for sewn item, that going for the cake in the kitchen, that goes for the services you're offering. I don't care who you are and how great you are, what you do. When you actually sit down to write it,
Mm-hmm.
it takes time. Now I know we got all and chat GPT and all that wonderfulness, but we still have to put in the right stuff in there for it to give us the stuff. They're giving us back what we wanted, just that they're polishing it up. But it's our thought. It's our
Exactly. It's our concept. It's our brain coming up with the idea, the ideation of the whole thing.
thank
Mm-hmm.
you. And we got to understand this. If you don't ask good questions, you're not going to get a lot of great things coming out of ChatGPT or whoever you use. And you can say, well, I don't like it. Doesn't. No, you didn't. You didn't take the time because you think you can get lazy and just drop it in there. That's not how it works. You got to go in and ask for what you want, have a concept, know why you want it, what are you going to do with it, and that sort of thing. At least the framework and some brain dumping, and they're going to go in now and clear it up and, and you're going to come in. You might even like the first draft, second, third draft. You go back and get it done. And that's what we've been doing. And we need to understand that's what it is. So if you want to be perfect day 1 or 2, no. That if you on YouTube, you love watching teachers go back and they prep their schoolroom, you can tell a seasoned teacher prepping the schoolroom that a first year teacher prepping the schoolroom. I just enjoy those videos.
Absolutely.
Bring joy to my heart. You know, like I'm watching a girl sew bonnet, and because I could sew, and I literally say to her, "No, no, no, don't do this. You're taking too much time. Here's what you do." And she's like, "I tried it, coach. It worked." I'm like, "Yes." Like I feel good that somebody tried something and it worked, right? I'm like, this is how you lay everything out. Do this, 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 and this, and then you will spend less time. So now you can charge comfortable for the bonnet. And I know something, so I'm sharing it out there, and people appreciate it. I can't tell you how many YouTube channels I go and comment on things that I say I can help, and nobody has never been not appreciative of it, or use it, or tried it, or come back and say, I never thought of that. Thank you. People want to be helped. Just as they're helping you, they want to be helped as well. And now, if they didn't do it, actually, I can't hear you, Terry.
I'm sorry, I muted myself because the leaf blower guy decided to visit today right in back of me. I'm like, really? Okay. Yes. That is amazing. Well, Coach, let's recap, because this whole fear thing, I'm like, it really can tank our business.
Yeah, why fear can tank your business. We talked today about your movement. And here's why: you get to know when your movement. We talk about when your movement is slow and jerky. Stop. Ask yourself what's going on. Find out. You have to investigate you. That's why we're talking about working through process of self. All this is in it. Okay, guys. Then we talk about you truly need to know that you're going to disappoint many people. And you got to get okay with it. I understand it wouldn't happen right away, but you have to get okay with it. And you have to, this is really giving you also room for the new people to come in who don't know you and who's accepting you for the where you are. This is why change is so important, because when a new sight line appear from the new people, their too is going to be hard for them when you go to the next level if they're not ready yet. That's just facts of life. Gotta know that. And it doesn't matter if it's your husband, your mother, or your sister, or your brother. This is also the people who sometimes cannot handle you at the next sight line. And number 3, you'll have to get out, you have to let go of perfection to achieve progress. You know, if she didn't make that bonnet and she didn't put it on YouTube and I didn't see the steps she were taking, I wouldn't have been able to say, hey, you could do, I wouldn't be able to advise her because she didn't have anything ready. So you have to do it imperfectly so that you can figure out how to get it done well. No, it's not because she can't sew a great bonnet. All I did is give her steps into making it easier. Instead of 7 steps, here's 3 that you can do. You don't need to overdo. That's it, you know. So don't worry about perfection. Get what you have to get done. And when fear happen, kick it to the curb. Walk with it. Talk with it. Do not be afraid of fear. Yes, I know it sounds crazy because you're going to feel it. But you're going to walk through it. You're going to walk with it. You're like, I'm feeling fearful today. This is a way you could handle it. I'm feeling so fearful today. What can I do to lessen the feeling of fear? You know, if you're a tactile person, you need to get there, as I was showing just now, and get to the sewing machine and make something. If the kitchen calms you, if cleaning calms you, everybody got their thing. Reading calms you, making a special dish just for you, pampering yourself, whatever you need to do in that moment. I want you, if you're at home working, stop and do it. If you're in an office situation, go to the bathroom, maybe do a quote, say something, talk to God about, like, you need to find things that helps you. So you're not saying, but I'm not a home coach, I can't do that work. You got to find places to do the things that's going to help you walk through that fear that you're feeling.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Coach, we just really, really appreciate you. I want to remind everybody that if you're looking for Coach Caren, you can find her on her YouTube channel, Profits in Daily, on Instagram. This is the time for us to you know what I mean, just, hey, conquer the fear.
Yes.
Find somebody to help you dig into your business and get stuff done.
Done, yes.
That's going to be Coach Caren.
Thank
oh
you.
My goodness, Coach, we love you, and we just thank you for everything that you do. Guys, if you're looking to book an appointment with Coach Caren, there is the link. I'm going to copy it. Let's see if I can copy it and put it on the side here. Whoop, what am I doing with Dr. Touch? Here I am.
Dark.
Okay, so I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it in the chat. So that you guys can book an appointment with Coach Caren and just talk some things through. Oh my goodness. Just talk it through. There you go. There you go. Also, I want you to know that we here at BizChicks love you, and because of that, we want you to be able to enjoy running a profitable business. It's fun to run.
Yes.
This Saturday, we are actually having a workshop about AI and how to use AI in your business. We're talking about 5 ways for AI to save you 10 hours a week in your business. So if you want that information, just DM us in the chat. We'll make sure we get that out to you so that you can come in. It's going to be online. It's free. And we'd love for you to join us. So we want to remind you, hey, that if you're looking to become a part of BizChicks, you can simply join BizChicks by texting Biz to 33777, or you can join us at bizchicks.net. We'd love to share with our people what it is you do and how you serve.
Yes.
And remember that it's okay to make money in your business. Come on, people. We're in business to make money.
Yes.
So go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, everyone. We love you. And Coach, we really do appreciate you. That was just such a deep conversation about fear. We'll see you later, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.